We're back. Hello, hi everybody, and welcome back. Hi, it's us. It is Some Other Heroes. We are your queer Dungeoneers playing a homebrew game of Dungeons and Dragons set in a world of floating islands, skyships, strange magics, and deep mysteries. We've missed you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, thank you for bearing with us through what was a very interesting few weeks. It was me. I was quite ill. I had a chest infection. I am feeling...
Am I the drama?
I was the drama. Having made a joke about whose turn it was next, it turned out it was my turn again. Which should teach me to open my big mouth. But yeah, I had a bit of a chest infection. It would not have been pleasant to hear me coughing literally every minute and a half. But I am, as you can hear, I can talk, I can breathe again, which is all lovely. Breathing, underrated. Do recommend it to everybody. For those of you who are going, who the hell is this guy? My name is Chris. I use he, him, and I have the honour and joy of being the GM and the main storyteller and producer for this show. With me are my fellow queer Dungeoneers, all of whom are going to introduce themselves. And I'm going to roll a dice for it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That makes a lot of sense. Why have we not done that?
I've done it before, sure.
Oh,
I made you all roll before, didn't I? And it all got very confusing.
Oh, yeah.
Michelle, you rolled first.
Oh, me. Hi. I've completely forgotten this bit. How do we do this?
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Michelle, I think. My pronouns are she, her, and today I will be playing, let me just go through my characters. Sia, the Tiefling Rogue Ranger.
Yes, all the secret characters we keep for Michelle, just in case.
Yeah. Which rogue am I today?
Yeah, shit.
Rolodex of characters, that's great. I like that.
Rogadex.
I need a Rogadex!
That's a Final Fantasy comment there. Okay, who's second? 1, 2, 3, 4. It is Charlie.
Mon Dieu.
Mon Dieu.
Hello. I'm Charlie. She, her pronouns for me, as is for Aisling, who is my Saw Warlock Satyr, full of chaos and joy. And yep. Hi.
Wonderful. That's perfect. That's.
I feel like I've been reintroduced into civilization after being feral for about a month.
That's what's happened.
All of a sudden it's
Does
just
feel
like
that.
what?
GM's away. All the players went feral for a bit. I literally had to spend
you
today.
leave us alone for this long. This is the only time we communicate.
with one of those sticks with a hoop on the end, just trying to drag them back in.
No! Stay away!
Okie dokie. 2. So that's Theo.
That's me. I'm Theo. I use they them pronouns, and I will be playing Eugene, the full elf, full wizard.
Amazing. And I'm going to roll a dice so Wayne doesn't feel left out, because otherwise that's just mean.
Hell yeah.
But all the numbers are Wayne, so it's a 3 for Wayne.
No, what a shock. Hi, everybody. I am Wayne, apparently. My pronouns are he, him. I'm a Leo. I'm playing the Dragonborn.
Oh my god, are we discussing signs?
Called
Okay.
Rock.
Amazing. It's good to be back. It really is. Before we jump in, we have a tiny bit of admin that we normally do. We have amazing mods. We have Hedgehawk UK and Bespectacled Man, Hedge and Nikki, respectively. They are there to keep the chat safe. We are a safe space for LGBTQIA plus people and any other marginalised folks who wish to join us. Everyone is welcome. Everyone has to be nice, though. We're talking about respect. We're talking about being considerate of one another and also making sure that you watch out and take care of each other. If you see anything that makes you feel uncomfortable or you are worried about, and we have not spotted it, generally speaking, the cast's super quick, like ninjas. They will hit things very quickly. But if you do see something we've missed at all, please let Hedge or Nikki know. Give them a quick whisper, tell them you're a bit uncomfortable about something. They will investigate it. They have been gifted with huge banhammers for a reason.
No turfs, no Tories, fuck Trump.
Yeah. We operate a fuck around and find out policy in this stream. And we just want to extend very quickly. We are redoubling our commitment to continuing to make this a safe and welcoming space for people. And will always, always be so.
We're a little queer oasis where you can find nice, soft, kind things.
Exactly. So, come and hang out. If you don't want to chat or anything like that, you are very welcome. Just hang out in the background. Lurkers are always welcome. Get engaged.
Come join
Rooney.
the Discord.
Exactly. Come join the Discord.
I mean, getting engaged on stream is a little much.
Oh my god, don't do it.
He did. That's amazing. If you want to come and join our community outside of stream, we have a lovely Discord full of very warm, friendly, wonderful people. Check it out. We'll talk a bit more about that later. Beyond that, we have a mid-stream break, and during that we highlight and shout out some wonderful folks that we love to pieces. If you are around during our break, check them out. They are wonderful folks. Most of them are queer friendly or queer streams as well. Lots of creative, wonderful things going on. Cool. It's been a while, but I think I have got everything. As always, I check with my cast. Is there anything I've missed? Nope.
I don't think so.
No. In which case, if I can remember where it is, I shall go to titles.
Everyone. I nearly vogued tea
Don't
all
drink
over
and
my
vogue.
PC.
Don't drink and poke people.
I mean, there have been some of these kind of lines, but that's probably one of the most British lines I've heard on the screen. It's Charlie going, oh God, my tea! I can't vogue with my tea.
Wayne,
Hey,
would you like
it's
to
a
pop a
legit
note?
concern.
I feel like that needs to be a t-shirt at some point.
I'll add it to the list.
T-shirt's my dumb shit that I say.
Yeah, and?
When I'm this brain frazzled, I don't have any filter. I don't normally have one.
But we love you for it.
Thanks.
Anyway, I think it's time for me to say. Previously on Some Other Heroes. I think that's getting longer again.
I mean, there's
Drama.
there's a
There's
pause
pause.
for there's a pause for effect, and then there's a pause that's so long that one of us might just drop off.
Yeah. Sometimes I listen back to it and it's not quite as bad. Anywho, previously on Some Other Heroes, our four friends are on a quest to try and save Aisling and Alabaster by restoring Aisling's life force that she lost when she first found the puzzle box. To this end, they have sought out the champion of they who dwell beyond the veil, the god of death. Travelling to Trader's Run, a place in Ashore that is loosely held together by law and order, but is much more just a merchant town left over from smuggling days. They have encountered other dancers, Skia reconnecting with her people for the first time since she has been in exile. And they uncovered a plot left behind to start destabilizing Ashore's financial situation, set up by what looks to be Dogarth Harridan and Callie Misthurst. They found a strange priest who seemed to know something about the Celebrant, only to turn out to be a demon servant of the god of greed. They fought both it and some terrifying apparitions that it had created.
Hated them.
Eventually beating the creatures down and finishing them off with a rather impressive fireball from the wonderful High Mage, Eugene. As always with these things, the demons swore to return and get their vengeance, but for now, they are out of the way and gone. Investigating further, they found that the 4 puppets that it had been controlling were actually the bodies of 4 victims of this plot, including the summoner responsible for it, an enemy who was proposing positive financial changes that would help the poorest section and lift up everyone else, a poor fellow who had the misfortune of just sneaking into the wrong room, and a dancer who has been missing for some time, who Rock recognized as being a member of a lower family within the Empire, as well as a courtesan. Talking to Calling, the Celebrant, they have uncovered the fact that he came here at the behest of his god to stop the demon. At the moment, all of them are standing around, and if this feels like a long introduction, it's because everyone's been away for a bit, so I wanted to make sure my players knew exactly what was going on.
No, you include as much detail as you want. My notes are exactly no help right now.
But it's also the couple of weeks leading up to, like, Michelle was off and then Wayne had to be off, and so it was all a little bit all over the place. But
My notes are a bunch of very scattered numbers and Callie with an angry face next to it.
Callie Ra. Right. Callie Ra is the response I want with that woman.
Yeah.
So, you are all standing around, you Calling your new allies, the dancers, with these 4 bodies. So I'm going to quickly run around and just catch up with everybody, and I'm going to start with Michelle.
That's a face of enthusiasm.
That's
right
Ski's face. Ski's just turned around. Yeah. What?
Full goblin mode.
Yeah.
How is Skia doing in this moment?
Ooh. Good question. I think she's feeling sad that we found another dead dancer. She understands this part, but I think there's a sense of I don't know what the word is, but like, this dancer died on a job is kind of what we sign up to. I'd rather find them that way than they've just been murdered for being a dancer. So I think she's a bit solemn at the moment, and is looking to the other dancers. I think also feeling a bit like glad to be connected, but also feeling that disconnect of like,
Yeah,
I don't have a group of dance. Like you're working
this
in a
is
team.
my troop. Yeah.
Yeah. So missing that a bit. But I think she's found a perch high up. Not so high up, but you know what I mean. She's gone full cat mode. Found a perch.
Like
and
a
is just
sad parrot.
Yeah. On her
You're doing
haunches.
very different directions there.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Cat, parrot, same thing.
Same thing.
Just kind of looking down on the situation, contemplating.
Yeah. Roll me an insight check, I think, if you're watching the other dancers.
22.
22. Wilnan, who seems to be the de facto leader of this little troop, the halfling, is very carefully and very respectfully going over Nunzel's possessions to see if there's any hints or clues as to what was happening. She's being very thorough. She's very closed down, so you can't read her very well. But you do get the sense this is deliberate. She's literally pushed all her emotions down so she can focus on what she's doing. She seems to be the most experienced despite being the smallest and the most cheery.
Yeah.
And right now, she is very much, I'm going to do my job, and I will deal with everything else once I've had a chance to decompartmentalize later.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Skia knows that look.
Yeah. Oshan, this very put together half elf, wearing much better clothing than the rest of the dancers, who's clearly got a job somewhere in the city doing something high ranking or important or something like that, is trying not to pace. And you can see they kind of pull out this little chain with some small keys on it and just kind of pass it from hand to hand, like fidgeting, trying to keep themselves busy and occupied whilst their dance troupe leader does what she needs to do. Maxil is a much more emotional character and is standing off to one side, just letting it wash through them and just let that energy kind of really see, that kind of feel in the moment. You kind of get
Which
the
one is
impression-
Maxil?
Maxil's the one who actually works as a proper courtesan. So he's a dancer for the Empire, but is also works at the docks as a...
What did they look like? I can't remember.
Human, male, very slight, very pretty, like quite well put together, like perfumed. And they are letting their emotions run through, and I think because of their position and who they are, they have the luxury of doing that, but you can also see that there's an element of that they are processing now because they want to be ready to help other people process later.
Ooh. Yeah, I think Skia's watching that. Like, how do you do that?
Oh.
Oh my god, you're just crying? Can you just cry in public? Wow.
What is
Real.
that? What is that wet on your face?
Dear. Yes.
That's legal?
It's not legal in the Empire, but it's fine here.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump through to Aisling. So, how is Aisling doing in this moment? And what is she taking in?
I think Aisling's a bit torn between kind of being a little bit worried about Skia because she's just sort of pigeoned her way up onto a perch, and I think yeah, Ashley's a little bit like, oh dear, she only does that when she wants to have a feeling, but doesn't want to have a feeling. Uh-oh. So I think she's a wee bit worried about that, but she's also got the constant, like, thing in her head being like, quick, 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 alabaster stuff, let's go, quick, quick, quick. So she's got that shouting over the top of her worry for her friend as well. She doesn't know any of these dead people, so...
They're dead, who cares?
They're dead.
I mean, at the end of the day, Ashley is a very, like, emotional person, but she is still Fae, so she's kind of like, I don't know any of these people, dying happens, so...
Yeah.
An incredibly Fae way of looking at things, which is fair. Like, oh well, you died. Can't do anything about that. Let's move on.
Yep. Pretty much. But she's, yeah, obviously knows that it affects Skia, so...
Our hero of the moment, Eugene, who laid the demon low. What are you doing at the moment?
I think Eugene is trying to keep as close an eye on Aisling as possible without being too obvious about it. I think he still feels bad, even though Aisling kind of said it was fine, that he basically didn't tell her about any of this, even though he knew for a while. I think he still holds a lot of guilt about that and wants to try and make it up to her, but also doesn't want to bring it up. So he's just doing that hovering of like, and also like wants to check that she is doing okay, like both physically and emotionally.
I like that. It's almost like this daisy chain of people checking on other people's emotions. Last
Healthy
but
and
definitely not least, Wayne, welcome back. You
Thanks.
were not here last episode, but you did catch up for us, which is great. How is Rock doing at the moment?
I think Rock is sort of uncharacteristically quiet, because he's finding it really difficult to not be really just worried. He's obviously worried about Aisling, but I think this whole thing has also reminded him of exactly what Skia is, and the fact that this could be her lying here. And that's suddenly not such a distant kind of concern as it was before she joined them. Before it would have been like, well, yeah, she's a dancer, so that could happen. She knows the risks. Now suddenly it's losing a friend, and he's suddenly very aware of that, especially having seen the other Dragonborn that he knows. And I think then on top of that, there is also a real frustration with the fact that we always seem to be one step behind. And there's always the remnants of what Callie and Dogarth have done. And we can't quite seem to catch up to where they are or what they're doing. We just seem to be figuring it out once it's done. And so all these things, I think, are just making it a little difficult for him to be his usual kind of, we'll just gloss over it and try and cheer everyone up. And he's actually struggling to keep all of this in his head without letting it come out in some kind of way. So he's probably a little more quiet than you would expect him to be. And again, just kind of doing what he can to help where he can, but more quiet than usual. And again, keeping an eye on Skia, but less to like make sure she's okay because he knows that she can handle herself, whatever it is, but more because he's suddenly very aware of the fact that actually losing Skia is another thing that actually is scary to him.
Are Rock and Ski going to end up bodyguarding each other?
Likely.
Okay, cool.
They just dive in front of each other constantly.
Get down! No!
I mean, I think Rock tried that once in one of the fights, and Skia just like ran ahead by 40 feet and sort of it left him in the
Yeah.
dust. So
Bye!
I think Skier sees it as an insult. It's like, do you not think I can do my job?
Oh my god.
Amazing.
But also appreciates it.
The distant neighbourhood cats can be heard. Immersion. The scene is quite quiet. Obviously, everyone's quite thoughtful. I think calling wanders back towards. I think he's been busy. They've been busy checking out the other bodies, doing something similar, just kind of preparing them. If it's not too much of a bother, could I... choose an accent, Chris. If it's not too much of a bother, could I borrow a couple of you for a second? Has anyone got anything like lesser restoration or anything along those lines?
yes, I can help with that.
I can make sure they don't immediately die.
That is also useful.
Okay.
What can we do?
I have a couple of people inside that I need you to have a look at.
Sure.
And he kind of stays there. And he's healed all of you a little bit, including themselves, but there's still, you can see that their fight with the demon before you arrived did not go well for them. And they lead you inside the temple. Is it just you three or all of you coming?
Yeah, Eugene will come too, I think.
Amazing. You go inside the temple. It is a beautiful temple. The design is very different from the Imperial or Cloud's Cairn approach to it. There is a lot more mosaic decoration, but it is still a temple of all 12 gods. The preeminent god in this particular instance is the Lord of the Hall. And a large, very colourful statue of a figure with both genders, wrapped in a sheer sheet, holding a jug and some grapes, and with one hand and with two extra hands that seem to have appeared, is doling out money and medicine to what look like children and people. They have a broad grin and huge horns that sweep back up, that could be tiefling or could be fae. It's hard to say. For those of you who are wondering, the Lord of the Hall is a god of revelry and joy and kindness. It is their domain for charity and for charitable goods, for bounty and good and sharing. They are a god of family and of, more popularly, parties.
Ashley's found her religion, baby.
It is often said that it is believed that originally they may have been a fae of some kind, though no one can prove that one way or the other.
Hell yeah.
Calling looks oddly out of place and is right place. It's their very monochrome look, that kind of like very dark armor. They almost look, by comparison, like they are casting a longer shadow in this place of life. But they don't look uncomfortable. They look like they have every right to be here. Yeah. They lead you through and down through past the altar. There's a little set of stairs into a small room down at the bottom where it opens up, and this is clearly sort of like private chambers where 3 people are laid out, all of them staring open-eyed at the ceiling, all of whom wearing robes with like gold threaded robes, very similar to the one that the demon was wearing when they were in a human form. These are the true guardians of this temple.
What are they doing?
What's wrong with them?
They are in some sort of stupor. I would reach out, but I didn't prepare that magic today. I thought I was coming for a fight, and I was. Didn't realise that they were still here. I thought they were dead.
Oh, but they're not.
They're not, which I'm really pleased with.
Well, yes, and I'm sure they're very pleased that you are here. I'm going to pat him on the shoulder and cast Cure Wounds.
Oh. Cool. Roll your number and double it.
Ooh.
Sure. Hang on. Let's see what I'm rolling. Let's roll. That's 19 and then doubled.
Ooh.
So 38, right?
Yep, that's right. You watch as your magic seems to across their robes, and they kind of stand up. Oh, thank you. I truly appreciate that. That was...
Sure, that's... Rock's just kind of looking at his hands like, wow.
Guess I don't know my own strength.
Yeah, well, I should try healing more often. And then I'll just go over to one of the nearest one of those people, and I'm going to try Lesser Restoration.
There are 3 folks, 2 humans, one a long willowy woman with short hair, bedecked in like gold chains and things like that, much shorter, much curvier woman, who looks like she's a little bit older, with just little tiny touches of grey in her very dark hair, and little creases of of a life spent smiling around her eyes. And a halfling woman, who...
Sounds like they're stacked in size order. I like
Yeah,
that.
absolutely, yeah, on one on top of the other. Halfling woman with like long, thick braids, which are just tied off, and looks like just the ruddy complexion of somebody who enjoys her alcohol probably just a little too much.
Okay.
I will just go over to whichever one is closest.
Cool. I'll do what I did earlier. I think you get the second woman.
The halfling? Or older
The
human?
second human woman, the smaller human
Got it.
woman.
Okay, yeah, and I will cast Lesser Restoration.
How does your magic look when you kind of do this sort of stuff?
There is a kind of a hint of green, but it's almost just like a faint green. I don't know, I guess just like a faint green shimmer almost.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually very subtle, but again, it has that sort of almost looks like waveforms, like sort of a haze, like a shimmer.
It encapsulates this woman, and her eyes kind of flick slowly open. And she takes a big sigh and a big stretch and rolls over. She goes, oh, that was such a nice nap. And kind of looks at where she is a bit and sits up. Oh my goodness.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, hello. Where am I? I'm in the antechamber. What? I wasn't. Oh, my sister's. Oh, and she.
Yes. Okay. We'll get to them.
Thank you. Who are you? And what? Where?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'm Rock. But they can explain. I'm going to try and sort out your friends.
I'm Deeth. Deeth Chandir.
Hi, I'm acting as Skirt and this is Eugene.
Hi, what happened to you?
It's
Okay.
the weirdest thing. We had a visitor whose name I can't quite remember, and it was a new
What they
priest.
look like?
Very, very handsome, very lovely-looking man.
Alright, babe. Chill. What did the other person look like?
Keep it in your pants, all right?
Yeah, let's just.
And she looks down. She goes, "Oh, are they okay? Do you need my magic?"
Yeah, go on in.
I think
You're
whilst
probably better at
Rock
it than
does
I am.
one of them, she leans down. She goes, "We received word that we were receiving a new priest, high priest, which we haven't had one for a while. So, big changes. Very excited. And then
Is that
he
the hot one?
arrived. Yes, and he was lovely, and it was all going so well. And then something changed. Someone arrived. Something." Calling kind of leans back against the wall. That would probably be me. She goes, "Calling, yes, you came to see us. You've seen us before. And, oh, Gilguth did not like you being here.
No, because he's a demon.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I remember, and he did something to us. He trapped us in our own minds."
Oh, it's horrible.
How terrible, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Can't imagine anything worse.
But
Well, demon's gone now. Eugene set it on fire, so it's
Yeah.
gone now.
She kind of looked. The very pretty elf boy.
Yeah.
That would be the one.
Well, I am incredibly grateful, and I know that my wife and my sister will be as well.
Is that these two?
When you say that, you haven't seen the mess outside yet.
She leans down on the taller woman whilst you deal with the halfling rock, and she similarly casts it. And it's a very similar thing. The halfling, her eyes flick open, and she goes, "Oh, I must be dreaming. I've got a handsome prince woke me up from..."
Oh my god.
I think she's
Rock's
got
just going to help
concussion.
her up and turn her to face the others. There you go. Okay.
The taller woman kind of flicks open, and it's almost like she's the one that woke the shorter human up. She immediately starts fussing over her. She goes, "Oh my god, are you all right?" and things like that. She goes, I'm fine. You're fussing too much, dear." She introduces her wife, Ravanda, and the halfling is named Evelyn.
So the tall and medium ones are married,
Yeah.
and the halfling is.
You can't work out, but there's a lot of touching and...
Sweet, love it.
and I think, well, you can all roll me a religion check, if you like.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, go on in.
8.
8.
Religion. 10.
7.
7.
10? Yeah, 10 from me.
10 from you?
15.
15. I think, obviously...
We're not a religious bunch.
You are not a religious bunch, but that is okay. That is not a problem. I think, Eugene, you're kind of like, oh, hang on. Followers of the the Lord of the Hall have a tendency to have very loose and open attachments in terms of marriage and partnering and things like that. So it's not really a surprise that they're all quite comfortable and warm around and inviting.
I love it. This is a cool religion.
Similarly, also very happy if someone like encourage people if people do not want like those sorts of connections. They're very, very encouraging of finding ways to connect and support those individuals as well. Actually, one of the religions that has the other religions have problems with it just because they don't always understand everything that's going on, but people in it who are connected with it are generally quite happy and chilled out folk. It also makes a lot of sense.
Religion that makes you happy and chill?
Clearly fantasy.
I don't believe.
Dear. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting, but also it kind of makes sense for a place like Traders Run where everybody's quite loose with their morals and things like that as well. So it would be quite a popular faith.
Love it.
You spend the next 5 to 10 minutes bringing the three ladies up to speed. They are incredibly embarrassed about the fact that they were so easily duped, and very grateful that you all managed to get rid of the monster in question. They kind of like listen and things like that. They offer you, like, they kind of treat any wounds that you might have and chat through anything like that. You can all take a short rest and you can basically roll 2 hit dice, but not actually use the hit dice.
Oh, sweet.
Amazing.
They very interested in your story and things like that. And I think at one point, Corlin kind of looks at her and goes, "Yes, I have to admit, I'm quite interested in what you're looking for in me myself. But we'll come to that when we've dealt with some other stuff. Ladies, there are 4 bodies upstairs that need to be dealt with. 3 that need to be dealt with, and I think he casts a look at Skia.
3.
I have.
I thought you meant cast a look at Skia as if to say, are there any more?
You'll find the others later.
Surprise!
Only 3 that you'll be able to find.
Yeah. I mean, the whole accusation of her trying to kill, it's the trying thing that insults Skia the most.
Yeah.
They listen. But we'll come back up with you. We'll head up with you and have a look. And as a party, you kind of all make your way back outside. They deal with. They promise that they will deal with the 3 bodies that you indicate. So they know of Ninefinger, and they know of his situation. That apparently, he regularly comes to the church, and he often walks off with some of the takings. And they let him because they know how desperate he's been through his life. They know of the poor dwarf who got roped into this, an ambitious young lady who should have known better, and they promise they will deal with that. And they will talk to the merchant's family on your behalf and make arrangements and things like that, not tying you to waiting around whilst they deal with the local law and the like.
Chris, can
Yes.
Skia go check in with the other dancers while all of this is happening?
Absolutely, yes. They are all. I mean, they're all kind of hanging around. Generally, I think they're trying to see what you're going to do next. I think they want to talk to you as well. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Skia's got the. So what are you doing now?
Um,
Are you done here now? Like.
Wilm kind of goes, well, I'm gonna have to send us in off in different directions, and not draw too much attention to us where we can. But I have 2 favors to ask.
Okay.
We hear rumors as much as anybody. We understand that my Lord Revorcus has an attachment to the Dragon of the Eastern Climes. Would he be prepared to say last rites for Nunzel? I think she'd appreciate it before we give her to the shield.
Yeah, I think he'd do it as a favor. Sure. Yeah, I can ask him.
I think you probably have more business. Our business with sorry, accent slip again. Can you tell it's been off a while? Our business with Colin is and I kind of looks at him, so it's kind of completed.
Yeah.
Would you mind? We'll give you some space to talk to him. If you want to use the pub, you're welcome to.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's useful.
Otherwise, before you go, I would like to catch up and share information, but probably not here.
Okay. At the pub?
Sounds good.
Okay. Yeah. I'll come find you there later today, maybe. We're kind of in a
Yeah,
rush.
before you head off, but if we're not there, Bill will let you in.
Okay. Yeah, I'll meet you later.
And she saunters off. The 3 of them just disappear off in different directions, almost as if they accidentally just all came across this thing, like, and when now it's being dealt with, they're like, oh, okay, well, we're not needed anymore, so...
Yeah.
For any
Skier does
passers-by.
a similar thing and, like, sidles up to Rock. Would you mind doing last rites for...
Sure. I've never done it before, but
Well, you know, you have your connections to the dragon, and
yeah, that seems the least I can do.
yeah, I'll stand with you.
Okay. Just here?
I don't really know. I don't really do this bit. I
You
did
know,
a bit before.
I don't really know what the kind of protocols are, but
I don't look. If you and me just stand over here quietly, people won't just make it look professional.
oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Great.
There are 4 religious people within earshot that you could ask advice, by the way.
Nah, they got this.
Oh no, you got it.
And admit
to
we
ask
don't
for
know what we're
directions?
doing. Like,
Absolutely not.
I refuse
Absolutely
to
not.
ask for directions.
Yeah.
We're back, everybody.
I don't. Yeah, just.
I mean, we're kind of in the temple now, aren't we?
You're just outside the front of the temple again. The bodies are the sisters are getting like stretchers to bring the bodies in for preparation. They're starting with the other 3 whilst you're around, and I think they're waiting for you to decide what you want to do with Nunzel.
Okay, I probably would just say to one of them, I'd like to kind of do a last rites. But is there some way we can do that? That's a little more
Of course.
not a thoroughfare.
What faith was Nunzel, or are you attributing to the young lady, or what are you attributing to her? If not, and she nods towards the celebrant, all end up at the door of they who wait beyond the veil.
To be honest, I've never really done this before, but it's more that I'll be calling on my deity to bless them. That's pretty much it.
Certainly, and that would be...
Navara.
Of course, we have a dedicated shrine to Navara. I will have her moved there.
Thank you.
I think calling is taking you, all four of you, in, and you kind of get it. Like, those of you with higher perception or insight, you kind of get the vibe that he reads a lot of what's going on around them.
I think Ashling's clocked it and is doing that act natural thing where she's forgotten how to stand.
What do I do with my hands?
Where did these come from?
Where do my hands normally go? I'm confused.
Ski is standing completely still, but her tail keeps like changing, like act natural. So, how do I have my tail? It's up.
They come inside with you as well. They help the sisters perform last rites on the two that they're not waiting on family permission to do so. And the sisters start preparing them for internment. They will likely be given to the Sky Shield, having no real place or mortuary or mausoleum to be placed within.
That is a sick way to be disposed of, though.
Yeah. It happens quite a lot. If you don't have money, it's generally how you go, and particularly in places like this where there's not a lot of space.
Yeah.
I think once Lenzel is in the right place and whatever, I think Rock will probably just do something very kind of quiet and unassuming. But what I would like to do is see if Lenzel has anything on them that's a piece of jewelry or anything like that, so that I can potentially give that to their family.
Yep. Make me an investigation check.
Sorry, I just got my dice from under the cat. Seriously. Really
Let them
helping.
roll.
Really helping.
Aww.
Hi, baby.
Let them
Hey,
roll.
Hiccup.
Oh, your baby.
Okay. Yeah, they're all looking at you. Okay. What am I rolling?
You're rolling investigation.
That would be 12. 15.
15. She has a couple of personal effects on her. She has a really lovely platinum chain with a locket on it, which if you open you find is a picture of her much younger with two siblings and what looks like a grandmother type figure.
Yeah, I will take that.
Yeah. While you're looking over, you do notice that she has a slot where there was a ring of some kind that has been removed.
Okay, I will point that out to Skia so that she can have a look as well, just so that there are two of us on the lookout for what that could be or why.
That's fine.
Mystery solved.
You don't need to worry about that.
Into the Sky Shield.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then
Let's
I'll just take the. Come on. Oh, sorry.
Little babe.
I will just take the Fang of Navara out and place it lying on top of her chest, and I will do the prayer for her.
You write this you say it's very gentle, very simple prayer. I think you dig deep into your feelings at the moment, how this whole situation makes you feel. Your oath is primarily to protect those who
Can't
cannot
protect
protect themselves.
Yeah.
But it does not mean that you have failed if you do not manage to do that. That it is enough that you try, or you acknowledge what has happened and seek ways to prevent it happening to others. You hold on to that feeling, that oath, that promise to do better, to reach further, to strike out and shield those who cannot shield themselves. And you feel that rumble through the universe that you always feel, that song just outside of everybody else's hearing. And as you look down, as Skier, you see this as well. Emerald Dragonborn, by nature, tend to have a slight shimmer about them when they're alive. Nimzel's scales, though still beautiful, seem to have lost a lot of that, and she has simply looked dull and green and glassy. There's a pulse from the sword that goes through her, and just for a moment, she glows, brilliant and beautiful, a very similar colour to Rock's horn that floats above his head. And then it's gone. And you're not sure, Rock, but you think you hear the words, "Thank you," as it fades.
Yeah, I think Rock won't say anything, but definitely going to cast a kind of sort of look at Skier as if sort of like, you saw that too, right?
Yeah, she'll give one back that's like, I just saw that. And it's
Okay,
like,
fine.
good job, I think you did it.
Thanks. And then I'll just grab my sword and I will go and tell Deeth or Evander or Evelyn, whoever's nearest, and just let them know that I've done what I can.
How would you like her disposed of? Does she have family we can send her body back to, or is there a preparation you need?
I mean, do I know her family?
Well, I'm going to leave this one to Skier.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing, is Rock would probably be hesitant to just have her body sent back with no explanation to her family, so...
Yeah, is there like a protocol for the dancers? Like, is there a place to get, like, I was thinking
You
to get
go
sent
to the shield.
Yeah.
No trace, harder to process. It's cruel, but it's efficient.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're dead already. It's not that cruel.
Yeah. Yeah, when they're dead already, it's fine.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
yes, Skier will explain that.
Yeah, I think Rock will just say to them, you know, I think it's best if you just dispose with, you know, with respect, but the way that you do everyone else here.
Of course.
Sorry, there's fireworks, so Bob was very afraid.
Absolutely
It's
fine.
fine.
Hi, Bubba.
Better give her a squeeze.
Aw.
Big old squeeze.
They busy themselves and they finish what they need to. Calling comes over. Well, I've finished what I have to here. Shall we go somewhere and have a talk?
Yes, we but well, we need your help.
Mm-hmm.
I shall do everything within my power to assist.
Question. Did we already explain to them what we need?
No, not yet. Haven't had a chance to yet.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but I was just... so in that case, I think as we are walking, Rock's just going to kind of sidle up to Eugene and just kind of say, I think we're going to need your help explaining exactly what we need here, because I'm not even sure myself.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really sure either.
Okay.
Would you
figure it out.
like a Chris recap?
Yeah, no, I mean more in terms of in story. I'm not kind of. Are we asking for them to give us passage to the underworld, or to, like, I'm not entirely sure exactly what we're actually asking.
You need a path into the underworld that doesn't involve the standard way of arriving.
That would be ideal.
I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose if we have to kill you to get you there.
Exactly. Also, it's less likely you will get Aisling back if she goes dead a second time.
Yeah. Dead's not good for you.
Or any of you, in fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So you and Eugene are slightly ahead. Calling is whistling a gentle tune as they walk. They seem, despite their demeanour, the way they look, they are quite a bright and warm person. And they're happy to talk to you about. I mean, they kind of ask you lots of questions, not about what you're doing, but where you come from, like how, what adventures do you, what do you enjoy doing, sort of thing. Just kind of casually, slowly getting to know Aisling and Skia, whilst Eugene and Rock kind of have a chat before walking up front. But every once in a while, Skia, you do get the impression that he can hear what Rock and Eugene are saying.
I think Ski is clocked on by she's just making up stuff, like that's what she does when she's like, this is where I'm from and stuff. And she's just dropping in slightly weirder and weirder things to see
to see if he's
lying.
listening.
Yeah, fully lying. But like
I would like a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh no. 9.
9.
Yeah.
You go to lie and you find the truth coming from your lips.
Oh my god, Skia is not gonna like that.
Oh god.
Wow.
I don't like that. And Ski immediately stops talking.
From Aisling's perspective, it's even weirder because it's like watching two different things happening. You see Skia go and say the lie, and there's almost like there's a shadow of her that appears right next to her, very briefly, and says the truth.
Ooh. Skia, what the fuck?
I don't know, witchcraft, I don't know.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah.
Okay. There's just one of you, right?
Yes.
Calling doesn't even draw attention to it. They just carry on with the conversation like it's the most normal thing in the world.
It's fucking not.
How do you do that?
Do what?
Yeah, no.
I find it's very hard for the life of someone to be incorrect of a servant who only ever sees them truest at the end of their lives.
Yeah, I guess, but God.
It can be very useful. But,
Yeah.
I would advise being as honest as you are allowed to be when talking to me.
Alright, mate. I just drop back into a shadow.
Yep, not opening my mouth again till we leave this hellhole.
Goodbye. You are dangerous to me.
On the opposite end of the scale, Ashley's like, nice, let's fucking go. I'm gonna say all the shit that comes into my brain.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Where are you going? Are you going back to the tavern, or are you finding somewhere else to kind of lay low for a minute or two?
Well, I thought we were going to the pub because they said we could gather there, didn't they?
Yep, so you head back to the Lost Lintel. And you've got permission to go and use their headquarters if you want to as well. I don't think that they're going to be there at the moment. They're probably they're probably regathering and deciding what they're going to do, and also probably trying to cast enough of an alibi that they weren't there in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, if it's, if we can't use their headquarters, I will just try and ask at the pub if there's a room we could use or somewhere private and pay for that.
I think it was Bill, the big red-skinned orc behind the bar, kind of looks and goes, as soon as he sees Skier, he's like, "Come to test the wine again."
Yes.
Fine, you don't need me to keep an eye on you. I trust you.
Skier did that in person, right? That was in character.
Yeah. Well, I think like Skier poked her head out from like a completely different table. Like, yes. Don't talk to that.
From
Don't
behind the
talk to
grandfather clock.
Yeah.
Don't talk to that guy.
Yeah. Don't talk to that guy. Creepy.
Don't like it.
Don't like it.
Rock, I think you have to move the door because it's a little heavy, deliberately so. But between you and Calling, you managed to get it open. And find yourself back inside the back room of the tavern, where, of course, the dancers use as their headquarters. Calling goes and grabs a few drinks for you all, comes back, a couple of bottles of wine and some ale for themselves, and sits quite comfortably. Get the impression this is somebody who is very used to making themselves comfortable wherever they need to be. So, I've got to ask, how did you find me, and what do you need?
We need to speak to the god of death.
Oh, the easy
No big
things
deal.
first. Yeah, no big deal without that.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, to be honest, time is somewhat of the essence, so in all honesty, we don't really have time to make niceties. We may as well just be upfront.
yeah.
What do you need to see my god for?
We need to save our friends. And we need to save them because they are, it appears, an integral and fated part of probably saving the scattered lands.
Oh, and you'll have to forgive me if I seem to be pressing, but what you ask is not a simple thing or a safe thing, so I need as much detail as you possibly can.
Okay.
Who are you trying to save?
Well, Aisling and her patron, because they're kind of a package, and we're trying to save them both rather than losing one of them.
Yes, your life force is spread very thin. I can see that.
Mine.
I initially wondered whether you might be undead, but that wasn't right.
Oh, good. That's horrifying.
With that coloured skin, don't be absurd.
You'd be surprised how clever and how varied the undead can be. But
I'm
no,
not a
you are.
zombie.
You're not. You're not a zombie.
you're not
a
undead,
ghoul
no.
or
You do have
anything like
strange
that.
eating habits.
And you do smell.
Wait, no. Okay, hold on. Eugene, can you test if I'm a zombie, please? There's a magic for that, right?
Do the zombie test.
I mean, I
The
think
zombie test.
Can I?
Can you cast zombie test?
Yeah.
I
Well-
don't think that's...
Can I channel divinity or something? I'm sure I can test it.
Well, what if I explode and die? What if I've been undead this whole time?
Then we'd know, wouldn't we?
Sense undead, can't he?
You can.
Oh, okay.
The only whiff you get off of Aisling is a slight whiff.
It's the faint
It's the smell of
cheese.
roses.
It's cheese and that
Undead
kind
cheese.
of that fresh dancing smell that you have learnt is associated with Fae.
Yeah, not just cheese.
Because of your connection to your god and their how do I put this? Their kind of omnipresence across everything. Can you tell when people are fated?
I cannot. It is hard for a mortal to see such things, but my god would know.
Well, that's kind of not to be rude, but that's kind of why we need to talk to them.
What
Talk to
entity
your manager.
are you sharing your life force with, Aisling?
It's so kind of a bit of a little sort of a bit of a demon, but a good one.
Demons are good but aren't good or bad.
Okay.
They just are.
Okay, good. Normally, when I say that, people get a weird look on their face.
Oh, I mean,
that I've been told means they're
understandable considering what you just fought as well. But no, demons are. They're
Okay.
different, but they are. And
He's called Alabaster, and he's kind of important.
Possibly the only person / entity that could actually assume the 13th throne without damning us all to hell.
He's like an amalgam of people.
Yeah, we should probably point out that he's also Fae, undead, and something else.
Celestial.
That's the one,
I think.
celestial.
Yeah, so he's a lot of important beings and things, and we're kind of stuck together.
without making you go through everything, I think painstakingly, very cautiously, Calling goes back through your story and unpicks everything. At any point in time, Aisling, you know what will happen if you do. Do any of you try and conceal part of your story?
No, Aisling doesn't.
Honestly, no. I think for somebody who's connected to the god of death, I don't really know if there's much point in hiding much from them. I mean, I would say unless there is something they specifically asked that I felt was... I mean, if they ask about, like, the Empire or something, I would be very cautious about why that was even needed.
No, I mean,
as far as knowledge goes.
No, they're literally very interested in Aisling's situation, about Alabaster and their connection to the land of dust and shadow. They ask you a lot of questions about what you've learnt. They do ask to see the puzzle box, which they if you give them permission, they are happy to have a closer look at. They can draw no more conclusions than you can, other than it is an object of power. But it does seem to...
Yeah, I let them. No problem.
Yeah, they seem to agree. Even with all this, what you ask is not a simple thing, but it's not impossible. There will be a price for transport that we must pay, and I know how to get an indication of how we can get that.
Okay, what is the price?
Yeah.
A soul.
Oh, but we need them.
Not yours.
Oh, but that's... We shouldn't get someone else's.
Yeah, you're going to have to clarify that. Are you, someone we kill, or is this...
A past celebrant before was able to open a gate to they who dwell realm by capturing the soul of someone they had been looking for. Someone who had shirked death's embrace, who had unnaturally stayed in the mortal realm long past their due.
I mean, I wish we'd known this before Pyron, but sure.
If we can find such an individual and capture their soul, you will be judged worthy of an audience and can plead your case.
Is there like a bounty board somewhere that we could look one up?
I will have to perform an augury and talk to my god directly. And there's Skier, there's a slight slump to their shoulders. This is not something they enjoy doing. But they
Ski
are.
can see it, but Ski is also like, but hunting people, I can do that. Yes, I'm in. Ski has not said anything this entire time though, because she's like,
I am saying nothing.
yeah.
Bjorn.
I think at some point Ski will just have Rock's voice in her head going, "Why are you being so quiet?"
It makes you speak the truth.
Oh god, no wonder you're terrified.
Yeah. I was gonna tell him a really fun story. Like sometimes I have this backstory where I'm from this like place and I used to do all this crazy stuff. People love it, but they can't hear it.
Oh well, their loss.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's why I'm quiet. So, okay. Yeah.
I'm going to just address him again and say, look, I know we're asking a lot, and you've only just met us, but you've seen that we're trying to help. You can see the kind of people we're trying to stop. But above all of that, is there anything that we can do to help with this conversation, or help you, or...
Yes. Please don't get weirded out. And they reach into this satchel they've got beside them, which you recognise as some sort of bag of holding, and they pull out some black candles,
Sick,
some
I'm in.
skulls, something that looks like a finger bone, which is gilted, and they start laying them out in a very particular order. They direct you to all sit in front on the floor. They take a huge breath, as if steeling themselves. You're about to find out why they favour Ravenfolk. O Master of the Dead, patient guardian of those who wait for passage, seeker of balance and keeper of the truth we keep within, I seek audience and guidance. You know my mind. Please offer your wisdom. And you saw this before slightly. Where he is white, glows softly and goes black. And where he is black, turns white. He closes his eyes, and when they open, they're that kind of dark, glowing energy. A pit and pool that kind of almost pulls you in. They open their mouth to speak, and another voice comes out. Oh, children of the mortal realm, I hear your pleas,
Ashling
and
holds
I
his
will
hand.
set your task. That's where we're going to take our break.
Cool! Demonic ritual! Yay!
Yay!
Cool.
I apologise for having to get up all the time and fart about
Fine.
today, by the way. Bulba's very afraid of the fireworks and she's just very nervous and wiggly right now.
It's explodey season in the
Fireworks.
UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite loud around here at the minute, so if you guys can hear it on mine and Wayne's mic, I apologise,
Fucking
but it should be okay. Cool. 10 minutes okay for everybody, or do you need a little bit longer?
I might need an extra 5 minutes just to chill Bulber out, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So we'll come back about 25 for everybody.
Yeah, that works.
Amazing. Awesome. In the meantime, please enjoy the wonderful intermission with absolutely amazing people, some of whom might be in the chat at the moment.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's so cool. It's it's a cameo. Have an amazing time. Stretch, grab a drink, and we will see you in 15.
Love you, bye.
Bye. We're back. Hello, everybody. I hope you had a nice break. We have been settling our poor furry friends because it is explosive out there this evening.
Fireworks are garbage.
Yeah, we are not as we're all pet owners. We are not fans of fireworks. We love them in terms of organised displays and things, but privately in just like 2 roads over when you're trying to settle your cat and your dog, not so much fun.
Don't set explosives off in your fecking garden.
Anyway, before our break, our friends helped the local priests send off some victims of a demon and explained to the High Celebrant calling why they had been looking for them in the first place. Calling has agreed to help as much as they can and explained that they would need to get the soul of someone who has avoided death and return them to they who live beyond the veil in order to gain access and an audience. They have just performed an augury to connect themselves to their god, and we left them with the voice of they who live beyond the veil coming through their champion.
No pressure.
Their eyes are not focused. The room around you darkens. The only light is the strange little energy that bounces off of these candles and that odd, impossible glow that comes from the raven folk's eyes. I will guide your steps, but the choice is yours. Within your skills, within your reach, I sense 3 that thou might bring to me. Talk to calling about how you will proceed. The rules of talking to me allow me to tell you thus. At the center of your world, your lands, hides a servant of the Elder Fae. Since before the breaking of your world, they are untouched by vengeance or justice for their part in mortal kind's exile, still living from the false gift they bestow, bringing their lives to an end and quiet the rest of 100 victims. Amongst cursed hollows, a town sits eager for succor. Gladly have allies been sent in steel and magecraft to hold the light in a town where darkness reigns. Yet now something ancient and undying stirs in the streets, feeding on innocent and defender in equal measure. End their curse and bless these people with peace. My domain is the waiting place for all who leave this mortal realm, but I am not the only god who covets the souls of the recently past. In the southernmost isle of the empire that is a sun, a mortal domain, I see a man stalking in shadow, taking lives for the king of killers. End this mortal monster's murderous glee, and free those tethered to them to return and passed on to their truest rest. Which path you choose, how your hunt goes will prove to me your strength of character. Come to me with one of these and I will grant you audience. There's a and his feathers change back to how they were. Light seems to return and he seems to just kind of shrink into himself for a second.
You're right.
I get an insight check or a perception check, you guys, if you want to.
Okay. 18. Insight.
Insight?
21.
20.
20.
Oh!
Nice.
Go on, Scare, pop off.
Sorry, I also got an 18.
An
I didn't
18.
roll
Oh!
that great.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, my passive's higher.
Oh, mate!
You'll kind of sit and kind of take this in for a second. He, for a moment, looks very gaunt, as if the very life essence of him has been drained out. And then as he sits up, he seems to go back to normal.
Puffs out his feathers like a pigeon.
Yeah.
That was terrifying.
Yes. They are not a gentle god, though they are a fair god.
Okay.
Do you need any healing or anything?
I'll take that bottle of wine.
Well, no, I'm kind of drinking that one.
Cool. Cool. You're gonna give a healing, but not the wine.
He grabs a bottle of wine and just kind of plumps back into a chair. 3 hints, 3 choices. By the law, as an arbiter, I can travel with you and support you, but I cannot do this for you.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I must be there to
expecting you
see.
do that.
And I can show you what you need to do to capture them. And he
Yes,
kind
please.
of reaches into the bag and he pulls out a very clear diamond. Incredibly clear, almost imperceptible. It's so beautifully cut. You can see straight through as if it's not there, and only the slight movement and reflection of light lets you know there is something in his hand. This is a soul vessel. At a moment of death, I can cast a spell, a ritual given to me by my god, to transfer a soul into this temporarily. In doing so, they will be captured, and you can take them as payment to ferry you before my god.
Okay. Do you know who they were referring to with these 3? Because it was very cryptic and spooky, and
Is
not really a destination.
their way, unfortunately, and part of their test.
Cool.
Sorry.
I got
Any-
2 or 3.
Okay. Why?
Oh, well, one has been there a while. Let's leave him a little longer. Whereas the other 2 feel like they're harming people now.
That's a good point.
You know. And if
The
maybe,
second one sounded like a right twat, to be honest.
yeah. Well, I mean, they're just like cursed the whole town, which, you
Yeah.
know, ugh. But the other one is like, I couldn't really understand. They're like murdering people.
Sounds like it.
So
But
they
murdering
seem,
people on behalf of someone else.
Yeah.
yeah, in the Empire.
King
So I don't
of
love
Killers. They
of Killers.
they said an empire of sun. So
Oh.
there's 2 hints there. One of them is they've given you a hint as to where they are of each of them, but not told you exactly.
Yeah.
And the other one is they've told you what you're looking for. Would you like me to go through those again in a voice that you can understand clearer?
Yes, please.
And also, would you mind sending the descriptions to us when we're done?
Yeah, because
Yeah, no
I
worries.
can't
Awesome,
write
thank you.
that fast.
My brain
In
can't
fact-
listen and write at the same time, which is my really convenient excuse for shit note taking.
Dropped into the group chat now.
Oh, you legend. Thank you.
Stunning.
Stunning.
At the centre of your world hides a servant of the Elder Fae, since before Ascension untouched by vengeance or justice for their part in mortal kind's exile. Still living off from the false gifts they bestow, bring their lies to an end, and quiet the rest of 100 victims.
Yeah, so they've kind of been around since the Sundering.
Yeah.
This
amongst
is great.
curse-
Subtitles.
Yep. Amongst cursed hollows, a town sits eager for succour. Gladly have allies been sent in steel and magecraft to hold the light in a town where darkness reigns. Yet now, something ancient and undying stirs in the streets, feeding on innocent and defender in equal measure. End their curse and bless these people with peace. And the third one is, my domain is the waiting place for all who leave this mortal realm, but I am not the only god who covets the souls of the recently past. In the southernmost isle of the empire the sun touches, I see a man stalking in shadow, taking lives for the king of killers. End this monster's murderous glee and free those tethered to them to return and pass on to their true rest.
Would I have any idea who the King of Killers that he's referring to?
Make me a religion check.
Oh, we know how well that goes. Oh, okay. 21.
Hey.
Great time to put ice in my mouth. Yes. The King of Killers is one of the fallen gods. One of the antithesis of the 13. Who, much like the worm who devours or the god of greed.
Okay, so this is someone who...
Yeah, they are the god of murder, of life's cut short, of the joy of killing. They are generally a very, very bad time. But they have their worshippers.
And this person is a worshipper of theirs. The sun... The southernmost isle of the
Mortal of Sun, so he's
sun's mortal domain.
so is it
Simple
the
history
lost-
check from any if you're stuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I got 0.
Amazing! You have no
Nice.
idea.
I
It's
got
the
six-
Empire. Did you heard Empire? It must be the Empire.
Oh,
I got a 16.
16. 16, I think that's enough. You've been there. The empire that she refers to, or they refer to, is also known as the Kingdom of the Sun, or Daklan. And the southernmost isle is the Rickweave Isles. A cluster of isles that border between Daklan and Ashur. You've been there before. It is you know people there, in fact. It is a holiday destination for most people.
Okay, so we at least know where to find that one.
Yeah,
Is Cursed Hollow is in the Empire, right?
that is true.
So we
Skia has been
probably
there.
shouldn't go there.
no, let's go there. Let's go.
In fact, Skia, I think if Eugene says Cursed Hollow is in the Empire, right, you're like, oh yeah, absolutely. The Drakes are often there working.
Yeah, it's a great place.
That's where my mum met my dad, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It gets such a bad rep, but it's just a little dingy, but beautiful, romantic if you light a candle or two.
Yeah, my mum and dad met there while they were banishing a dragon.
So romantic.
See, it's got to be romantic then. That's so
Skip,
cute they met there.
if you like, you can make a straight intelligence check with advantage because you have been there.
You can add 5.
Amazing. Which means
Actually,
I
you can add your survival as well because this is kind of mappy.
Oh, can I just... Yeah, okay.
If you're using survival, you don't get a +5 because I'm not proficient in that.
That's
Sorry.
fine, it's a 30.
Your choice.
I'll take my survival because that's a +14 instead of 31.
Jeez.
I'm good at
Because
surviving.
survival's plus 14, that's hideous.
Plus 14.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I'm wise and dexterous. Not good at anything else.
Wait, it would calculate differently because you're using your intelligence instead of
Oh,
your
okay.
wisdom. For that.
Okay, so it's 5. So
Plus
4
your
plus my
proficiency
proficiency.
Doubled. Maths, people.
That's still plus 14.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
You're not entirely certain, but within Cursed Hollow there is a town called Overhang,
Ooh, okay.
which you have been to, and you know that the Drakes have a garrison at. It is a place that's under a crop of a mountain that never sees the sun.
Ooh, amazing.
Cool.
Would I also be right in thinking that Ski would kind of be like, this is probably an okay place to go in the Empire because, like, important people in the Empire don't go there. Yeah, cool.
Generally, people, the people who Rock used to run into circles with, do not go to Curse Hollow.
Yeah.
No, there's dirt there.
Curse Hollow is the problem child in terms of the Empire.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But going there is not likely to put Skier at risk, though, is it?
No more than being in Cursed Hollow is.
Fair.
Yeah. It's a dangerous place for a reason.
For all of us.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Curse Hollow? That sounds fine and friendly and great and good.
Yeah.
It's a romantic place.
That's
It makes
it.
Eugene.
It's a PR person's wet
Made
dream,
Eugene.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know that I was conceived in Curse Hollow.
That's
I don't know
metal
out
as
there.
shit.
I'll ask your parents.
Yeah, if we get a few
Oh,
more
yeah.
details, I'm sure we can work it out.
I mean, you math that if you want to.
That'll be
quickly
a
did they
fun
get married?
conversation.
Eugene, what's your passive history?
You can have a passive history.
You have passive everything.
investigation.
No, it'd be basically your history plus 10.
Huh. I didn't know that.
21.
When you're kind of thinking back over what has been said, centre of the scattered lands is said to be Vadarakt.
Oh.
Oh, we're not going back there.
Had a great time. What do
Veto.
you mean?
It's too noisy.
This one's too noisy. This one's too
It's a
cold.
sensory nightmare. We're not going back there.
This one's humidity is a nightmare on my hair. We're not going there.
Okay, I vote Cursed Hollow.
Yeah, sounds fun. Wait. Yeah.
We've
were you
got the
waiting for?
house there.
I was waiting
Got a
for my
house
brain
there?
to catch up with what my
Well-
mouth said.
Not a house. Like the Drakes have a garrison
Oh.
there. It sounds more cozy when you're like, we're going to save the house in the Cursed Hollow.
Yeah,
I
It's
mean,
like a trip.
cozy.
it's the one that we probably have the most familiarity with collectively in terms of where it is and everything else. So, sure.
Let's do it.
You okay? I'm fine with coming with you to Curse Hollow. I've been there before. Have you a way to get there that is safe?
I just point to Eugene.
Yeah, Eugene.
Well, the skier.
Maybe tomorrow.
Skier can take the boat.
Yeah, I'll see you there in a few months.
We'll take the bullet train. The skiers
Actually,
on the bus.
No, I do
Where
have
you
a
left
sense
the
of
boat-
spell slot, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where you left
yeah.
the boat is not far from Cursed Hollow. And so you would know that there are a lot of magical defences and unpredictability around that area.
Let's not turn the
So it
boat
makes
into
sense
it.
to zap to the boat rather
And then-
to our ship rather, and then go from there.
And then
Yeah.
fly in. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
smart.
If that's okay. I mean, Eugene.
You just thumbs down.
Fine.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So you're decided on that course of action to Cursed Hollow to track down something there.
Yeah, we'll start with that one.
Yeah.
Seems like a good a choice as any.
Are there bonuses if we get all three?
I mean, you would curry favour with the god of death.
I mean,
but
it's not a bad god to be in.
Exactly.
But
You know,
Hey,
let's see how this first one
100%
goes.
this shit.
Yeah, why not?
maybe we could come back once we finish the main storyline to like pick
Yeah.
up the extras
Yeah.
because we are on a bit of a time crunch.
That's true. Let's get this one, and then we'll just remember where they
Oh.
are.
Time sensitive main quest.
Or we could split up and do all three at once.
Yeah, that can't go
Now,
wrong.
right. No.
I guess I better get some guests
Dibs
in
going with
very
Skier.
quickly.
Yeah, I agree.
Who doesn't like that
Wayne's
idea?
Thumbs down. I love how your webcam's just making choices for you at this point.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't like that one. No.
I call dibs on Skier if we're splitting up.
That's
Great, that's not a nightmare for
Wow.
me at all, but I will do it. If you guys
That
want to
just
do it,
says it
I
all.
will do
I,
it.
I respect and yeah, that makes sense.
It's nothing personal. It's just about self-preservation.
Yeah.
Fair enough, we'll stick together.
Oh, fuck yeah. Rooney, I agree. Bruni and Ashling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got this. We won't cause an international incident at all.
Hey, it worked out sort of fine the first time you guys were left alone.
Yeah, Toby as well, didn't you? So
Yes, Toby. Toby's coming.
Yeah, but we
Rock and
we
Toby,
split up,
it's a one-man
so-
show.
Oh my god.
We split up though, so Bruni and Ashling were together, and Toby and Eugene were together. And
Yay!
nothing bad happened. Someone just stole a pie.
That's true.
That's fine.
Forgot
and
about
then
that.
offered it to a lich.
Yeah. Everyone likes pie.
Yeah. Just because they don't have to eat doesn't mean they don't want to eat.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you still have business here before we go?
Yeah, I do. Just want to see the guys from earlier, and then I'll be good to go.
Okay.
Um,
Should we wait here for you?
yeah, if you could just maybe just wait up there, I'll just chill out in here.
We'll
and
take
wait for-
the guy that makes everyone tell the truth with us.
Please.
Maybe his
Thank
bubble.
you.
You're gonna
will
have
be
a
gone.
secret spy me.
No.
Yeah.
Let's leave him in here and just watch them all implode.
Oh my god. That's so mean.
Well, we'd tell each other the truth,
Will
but we
you?
won't want them
Will you
to
though?
hear. No.
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 Right. Okay. Well, we'll go. Keep ourselves busy while you talk to these friends about nothing surreptitious or shady at all.
Just
Yeah,
normal,
just totally normal things.
chill stuff. Yeah. Chill.
I'm fucking starving, so can we...
they do a passable stew in here. A vegetable.
Wow, possible.
stew as
You're
well.
really selling it to us.
Oh yeah.
You on the road of your whole life, you learn passable is more than acceptable sometimes. No mystery
Then-
meat.
Good.
In fact,
All right.
no meat at all.
Perfect.
Good. Okay. Well, we'll wait out there. You can just come and find us when you finished your very casual chat.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Thanks. I appreciate it. I
You'll
just
be
wanted to-
okay, right? They can be like trusted and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take care of yourself.
When you say yeah with a question
Wow.
mark inflection,
Yeah.
that's not good.
You just, like, readjust
insight
some
check
vibes.
that, please. Never
yeah.
mind.
Cool.
Oh wait, I have advantage.
Oh
I
yeah.
keep forgetting I have advantage on insight checks. I mean, it's still probably not going to beat you.
Let me
It's
see.
a 20.
Well, your
so-
deception isn't as good as your insight, is it?
It's not. No, I didn't get it so well. See, it's like, yeah, and then just like pulls a sword out. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. What am
Yeah,
I saying? You can
it's-
take care of yourself.
Yeah. Look, it's
Do you want us to order you some food or a drink or anything?
Yeah, please.
What do you want?
No
I
mystery
hear they do a
meat.
passable stew.
Possible stew. That'll do. Yeah.
Okay.
Does he work behind the bar?
Possible stew.
That's my next character, Passable Stew.
Possible stew is a queer icon, and we
It
love
is,
them.
yeah. The most mayo man you ever met, but they're also fabulous at the same time.
Hell yeah.
Captain Guy Captain's gay cousin.
Passable Stew.
Hell yes.
Amazing.
I
I'm
love
sure
it.
Alicia will love that. You guys make your way outside of the back room, back into the main bar, and are sorted out with some food.
Actually, sorry, Chris, just a slight interjection. But as we're kind of leaving the room, Rock will telepathically to Skia. Rock's going to say, just in all seriousness, you sure you can trust them, right?
I have to.
No, I
I
understand
don't
that.
know if that makes sense. Yeah, I just.
Yeah, just be careful.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. Also, don't take any offense to this. It's just I don't like that you'll be out there and where I can't keep an eye on you. And I just hunt his mark, Rock, just so I can track where he is.
Yes.
Don't. It's not
Oh my
personal.
god, I'm on the other
Putting
side
a-
of a door.
That's so good.
GPS tag on it.
I was
Yeah.
picturing it like it's the skier equivalent of one of those child leads.
Yeah.
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 Like an extendy one so he can run.
Yeah. You've got like full range.
Enrichment and
Yeah.
everything, it's fine.
Look, if something else happens, if I get kidnapped, then I know how far away from you I'm getting taken.
Oh, I'm sure that'll be great help.
Look, it'll be fine. You'll hear me yell. It'll be fine.
I somehow suspect if someone tries to kidnap you, you won't be the one doing the yelling.
Exactly. There will be a blood trail for you to follow at the very least.
Sickening.
But that'll be fine. I'll be fine. I got it.
Okay.
We're just having a chat.
Sure.
And then I'll message them on my ring to kind of say, ready when you are.
Let's fucking go.
You feel the message connect. There is no response, but that is okay.
Left on red. Rude.
Yeah,
It's fairly standard.
that's how we move.
The rest of you make your way out, and you find that the stew is called the Passable Stew.
Oh wow! At
Um,
least they're honest.
named for the fact that it is made from whatever vegetables pass through that day.
That's delicious. Ashley's
Fair.
fucking game. She doesn't eat meat anyway, so she's keen for this.
It can be introduced with meat if you wish to. Again, it's mostly fish and things like that, big skyfish and things, because they're easier for them to catch in this region. They're not very close to farming communities down here, so you kind of get what you're given a lot of the places.
Ashley's happy with that. It's better than her cooking, so.
It is about 20 minutes of waiting around, which I know Skier absolutely adores, before that sound happens again, and Wilman slides into the room. She's still wearing that pretty petticoat. She does not look, I know you think this is purposeful, she really does not look like a dancer. She looks like a local flower girl or something like that. But as soon as she steps in, that air of affability drops and the professionalism takes hold. Rock, Aisling and Eugene, you see Maxil come in, do a round, flirt with a few customers, make some promises, and then kind of gently sidles to the back of the room, making it look like they're going to use the facilities, and slide into the room with Skier.
Rock's eye roll is virtually audible.
Ocean pulls themselves out of a booth at the back where they have been this whole time. Steps up, nods to you three, and makes their way calmly and gently to the back.
Where did they all come from?
No one knows.
Under like. Ashley's like looking under the tables and stuff.
They come in, pull up some chairs. Wilnan kind of gives you a very direct look. What really happened? Because there's no way one of ours would have tried to kill the Emperor without good cause.
Can I do an insight check first on these guys?
Absolutely, yeah.
Smart.
I think Ski is trying to read, like, Ski was trying to hide it earlier, but she is a bit nervous about this because she doesn't know what dancers are being told, and she knows that to clean up the mess, it might, you know, they might be like, yeah, take out Skier. Ooh, that's good. That's a 32.
Misa's beats. You cannot read Wilnan.
Ooh.
You can read the other two.
Okay.
Ossian, that veneer of calm and gentleness, they are nervous. They do not know what the truth is here, and they want to find out. They want to... There's this energy that they're kind of looking at you and Wilnan. There's this kind of like... They're kind of leaning towards you, kind of giving this indication that they want to they want to believe that you are here with good purpose, but there are stories and there's a conflict underneath it.
Yeah.
Maxil looks like they are how do you put it, exposed. They're definitely not a combative dancer. They are words in the right ears and ears to the right people. They are not a fighter. They have just seen to the burial of one such as them, and they are nervous. Your arrival happened at the same time as everything else, and there's an energy about them like, is this just a prelude to something bigger?
Yeah.
Am I going to be dead next?
In that case, Gia will take it very seriously, and she'll take a stance that they will know is her taking a defensive stance of like, I'm gonna talk, but I don't need to attack me. I did not try to kill the Emperor. I was guarding Matrim Restford.
You were the...
No, I wasn't.
No.
I wasn't
you
at
were
all.
guarding... shoot, name straight out of my head.
I know, I was looking at my notes, and I wasn't looking up the Matrim.
The Chamberlain.
The Chamberlain. I was
The
looking at
Chamberlain will do.
Yeah. I was guarding the Chamberlain because he did not feel safe. And we came across, one evening, we came across 4 people, one of which was sitting on the throne. They attacked us, and the Chamberlain sent me away to get a message out. I've done my job, and now I can't return. And again, she just kind of looks, she's kind of eyeing to see their reaction, to see if she needs to like give more of an explanation to prove her point, or if she's like is that enough?
Kind of glance, look. Ossing is the first to speak. Tell her. Wilnan seems to drop that mask a little bit and slumps. They told you things were bad.
Not
They
bad.
are bad. We are losing sisters and brothers and siblings in all sorts of places under strange circumstances. Moreover, an entire legion has just bloody vanished, and nobody seems to be asking questions at court as to why. We've heard rumours that the butcher of Pan is back in the borders, and the Church of the Eastern Dragon is about to tear itself apart over rock.
Yeah.
Things are bad. And I believe you, but there are some of our sisters that think you have turned, because some of the others seem to have turned as well. I believe you because Ishtri told me it was rubbish when he passed through.
You've seen him? Is he okay?
I don't know. It was weeks ago. But he was fine when I saw him. He was chasing down a lead that he wouldn't talk to me about.
Oof.
I know
Okay.
Ishtri trained you, and Ishtri trained me. So I know when he tells me the quality of someone, I can trust his word.
Yeah.
But Skier, sweetheart, wherever you go, you cannot count on the rest of your sisters, or your brothers, or your siblings. For every one of us who will lift you up, there is another who will slip a knife between your ribs.
Yeah.
I will deny I've seen you, but if you need my help, I will do what I can. All 3 of us will.
I appreciate that. Just try and keep the dancers safe. Keep yourself safe. I have 3 people I can lean on. So Cool, okay. Do you know these other dancers turning? Do you know where they're turning to? Or who they're turning to?
No rumor, but she taps, and you recognize the symbol for Talon.
Yeah.
Old grudges, maybe. Disappointment at not getting what they wanted out of what they got.
Yeah. And Sabina?
Ten Falls is safe, but she is besieged at the moment, politically.
Okay.
She's
But
doing
you
what
still-
she can.
Is she still trustworthy?
Always. She was the first of us, after all.
Yeah, I know. I just...
Well,
You
I
don't
mean,
know who to trust.
I say trustworthy, and Maxwell chuckles at this. She is
Yeah.
her.
She's not changed. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
There was a... I think I met a Talon. Wait, she told me something. She was hot and weird.
Maxwell just says, sounds like
so
half my
often
cloth and tail.
Yeah. Oh my god, what did she say?
She asked you to look into, sorry, my brain.
Yeah.
But she'd asked you to look into a particular event.
Yes. I wrote it down.
It's okay, if you cannot remember right now, I know the one you mean.
Perfect. I'm just gonna relay that to them. But could you? I mean, don't ask too many questions if it's gonna get you hurt. But
Oh, Alice, that sounds like second expansion stuff of the Empire. So I'll
Yeah.
look into that. But who told you that? What's her name?
I don't know. She was just weird and hot.
You're not going to give them the name.
I'll give them the name.
Yeah,
Zuza.
Zuza
Zuza.
Kenfellow.
Zuza. I think she's a talent though.
Well, that was 2-5, so they both failed their history check.
Can I help them? You know, she's like this big, hot, weird.
Great.
Girl, so she's not wanted.
I mean, you just described talons and dancers from across the whole scout.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. We'll look into it and check.
Okay.
But
Be
Talon
careful, though.
actively talk to you, though. That's weird. They normally just stab
Well,
us.
I'm hot, so.
And a bit weird, says Maxwell.
I'm a lot weird.
Oh, yeah, you are.
But no, I don't. I'm just saying this because. What if, in case that is something that they're doing to dancers that's getting them to turn?
All right, we'll look into it quietly.
Yeah.
Are you staying with these 3 champions?
Yeah.
It's a good place
I'll-
for you to be.
Do you think it's better if I sort of denounce that I'm not a dancer anymore? For safety?
I mean, technically, you're just assassin that someone sent to try and take the Emperor, as far as most people are concerned. The links to
That's
the
true.
dancers has already been removed. Those of us who know. But
Yeah.
everyone else, you're just public enemy number 2.
Who's number 1?
And why isn't it me?
Yeah.
Publicly? They still are on the lookout for Dogarth Harridan. But between you and me, more people are looking for Rock.
Okay, you guys didn't see him either.
Who?
Exactly.
Oh, you were with this beautiful emerald dragonborn. I never saw anybody with white scales at all. Seemed to know Noon. Maybe it was her cousin or something?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. You know. Yeah, couldn't be him. Absolutely not. Okay, and you said the Legion's gone missing?
A whole legion. And no one's looking. That's the thing that scares me about that. And what's weird rumours is the only people who seem to be looking are dancers.
Do you know whose squad it was?
That's a good question. I'll have a...
It's okay if not, I'm just wondering. I can keep an eye out.
Let Chris go back through his notes very briefly. Nope, not there.
They'll tell me later.
I'll tell you later. If it makes you feel better, they do say a name. It is the it is the general whose corpse you laid to rest in the ways.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay.
There is an imperial. There is a first. It is the second legion. Has completely vanished. Apparently, only it hasn't.
Yeah. Again, I'll relay that information if we found like an undead one in the ways. Okay. I was gonna ask something else and I've forgotten it. What else could I ask? I can't think of anything now. Entire legion's gone missing. Do you know how many of our siblings have been taken?
Hard to count. So many of us are deep. Or don't know each other.
That's true.
But the echoes we get back is that some are disappearing, and they're disappearing from all over their place.
I've been keeping track. And Ski just shows her boot. Okay.
Boot still is so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
If you hear anything, and I promise we will not do anything rash, please let us know, because... And she reaches into her pocket. Noon was still holding on to this, and she opens her hand, and there is red hair. Which has been pulled.
Hell yeah. Scrappy, I like it. She went out like it. As we all would. I give them the 4 main names, including Callie.
Callie Mistes, Dogarth Harridan. Pyron Pyrus, deceased.
Oh, yeah, actually, don't worry about him. He's gone. We've dealt with him.
Yeah, sorted.
Yeah, that was a fun one. I'll tell you about it sometime. So we don't worry about him anymore. And Matrim.
Risford. But that would explain why the church might be at war with itself.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain the other speakers are impressed with the fact that there is a champion again, and some of them are talking about trying to bring Rock in as a leader of the church, swearing fealty. I can't see that sitting well with someone like Matrim, who's worked so hard to wrest his position away from a more traditional.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
There's an event coming up in the next couple of weeks. It's the Tricentenary.
Yeah.
We are going to be going back to that, and I will have a chance to talk to Sabina directly.
Yeah.
Is there any messages you want me to pass on?
To Sabina?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, can you just clear my name? That's
Just real
great.
quick. Just real quick.
Real quick, clear my name. Just just make sure my family's okay, and the Drakes. If she can just keep them safe, that's all I ask. Or if they're not safe there, send them to oh my god, where's Cloud's Kern? Is that where Eugene's house is? Yeah. Can you send them to Rebecca Ryder? If you know, if they are in danger there. But I'll keep working.
Keep pressing. You've seen our faces, as of your friends. Send us messages if you need our help.
Yeah. I'll get Eugene to pop you a message if we need anything.
You are presently the most dancery dancer there is. Do you know that?
I don't feel it, but I guess maybe I am. I'm so deep undercover. I'm an undancer dancer. Even dancers want to kill me. Talents want to kill me. Random demons just want to kill me, but I think they just want to kill everyone, so it's fine.
I wouldn't take that one personally. I think he was
No.
just being a dick.
Yeah. I guess I am the most dancery dancer right now.
Take care of yourself. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Oh no, I was thinking that's a scary thought. Me? Like Knives McGee? Like
This
but,
guy?
this guy? But no, thank you. Yes. You guys take care of each other. Don't the talents are really tricksy and they're making it look like accidents, so be extra vigilant and watch each other's backs.
We'll see if we can get hold of Estri before we head off as well. If we can at least track where you went, we can let you know. He was heading into Daklan, from what I understood.
Okay. Just tell him I'm okay. And if you can tell me he's okay. He's fine, because he's great, but you know.
You'll be fine. You've got good people with you. I saw them in action, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I have good people around me. I'll be fine. I'm around heroes. Like,
Our heroes.
You might actually be becoming one if you're not careful.
gross.
Valid response. I would expect nothing less. Like, ew.
Yes. Yeah, no. No, cringe. Couldn't be me. They can do the hero stuff. I just keep them safe. Okay. I'm gonna go now because this is getting too emotional for me and I don't like dealing with that stuff, so I'm gonna go eat something called
Eat the Passable Stew. It's the most underwhelming name, but it's really good.
Oh, okay. I had low expectations, so
I think that's why they do it.
then I am heading. I'm just gonna give them like the complete opposite direction to where we're going and complete opposite things. So in case someone did get through to them, they would
Oh my god, I love
be
it.
like,
Make me a deception check.
okay.
I think with advantage as well, because I think they don't really expect you to tell them anything.
23.
Nice.
I don't tell them point blank this is where I'm going, but in a spy speak, I'm like, I'm going here if you know what I mean. But actually, I'm going over here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a moment where Wilnan looks like they've worked out that you are probably misleading them, but they don't press
Yeah.
because they don't want to know.
Yeah.
Smart.
Because even they'll be like, well, she said she was going this way. I think it's a lie.
Yeah. You've now given them a
tell you
truth
what
that
was
they
the
can
true
use to
answer.
obfuscate.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
They'll be like, I told you the truth. I told you what she told me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Win-win.
Yeah.
They-
And then,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
oh no, it's fine. I just want to like say my goodbyes and then stealth out and just appear next to these guys at the table.
Sure.
Aisling spits stew everywhere. Like brandishing a spoon like it's gonna defend her.
I think everybody
food.
ducks out the way except for Calling, who then just kind of pulls out this handkerchief and starts dabbing themselves.
Oh, sorry.
I'll just try and help dab the feathers a little.
They're very soft.
I tried to keep your stew warm, but then it kept getting cold, and so I kept having to order other ones, and then I ate the cold ones, and I've eaten about 6 stews, but you've got another one coming.
Thanks, Ashley.
That's cool.
I've
I
heard
feel a
it's
bit
good.
sick.
That's the most Aisling thing.
Oh, you're such a good friend, Ashley. Thank you.
Thanks.
She's so gonna throw up when we teleport.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
Make sure you teleport us outside on the ship.
Did you have a good conversation?
Great, so fun.
Insight. It doesn't need it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. That was a 24.
I don't think I need to insight
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Awful time. She's got that like glassy eyes of someone who's like trying not to cry, but like
What would help right now?
you're doing that again.
What? Spit in?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
gonna move before
Yeah.
you do that.
No, don't do it, really. Don't do it. Really. Just the fact that you do it cheered me up enough.
Okay.
Or you could do the goat thing again. Wait, maybe don't.
Which one?
Not in here.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm okay.
Eugene's suddenly paying full attention.
Yeah.
The goat thing?
I'll show you later.
Oh, okay.
Really good. That's really fun.
Outside.
They're not that big.
It's not really the size, it's more the ferocity. The vigor. The enthusiasm.
That's the fucking title. Oh my god.
I have to mention, they are the size of a draft horse.
Yeah, I know the goat is enormous. I'm trying to downplay it.
It's just a regular sized goat. It's fine.
It's just a normal goat.
Even if
Okay.
it was a regular sized goat, we're in a tavern.
Full of
And
people.
what's your problem with goats anyway?
I don't specifically.
Apparently, the vigor.
Okay.
Joie de vivre of a goat is too much for the inside.
Yes! Joie de vivre of a goat.
It needs to happen
Stunning.
in the open air.
Fine.
Cannot
okay.
be
You
contained.
can't contain that kind of joie de vivre.
I
I
will
love the
wait
idea of
until...
goats having joie de vivre.
Wait till we're outside. Is there anything else I can do that I'm allowed to do?
No, you're fine. You guys just be here is enough.
Okay. If you want like a hug or something, or if you need me to hold things like mitts that you can smack about,
Oh.
I won't be very good at it, but I can do my best.
Yeah, we can have a go later. I enjoy sparring. It's good to get a lot of energy out. But otherwise, yeah, once I've eaten my stew, I'm good to go. If we're all ready.
Well, there's not much else to do here, to be honest, so...
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's not exactly the richest culturally community, but this seems to be quite a warm place.
Well, yeah, no, I mean more that we're kind of on a deadline.
So, to your ship, and then to Curse Hollow.
Yep.
Sorry. I am very excited to see where this journey takes you.
And you're coming too.
Oh, absolutely. I have to be
Okay,
there to
alright.
help you capture the soul.
What happens if you die?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
better
we're
hope
back
there's
up
another
Celebrant.
Celebrant close.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Is it like?
I mean,
is
you
it
kind
like
of have a direct
Highlander,
line
there can
to...
only be one. Or like Buffy, like when one dies, a new one
Yeah.
is born.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm a
Every
champion
generation.
of God, so that kind of is true.
Oh.
When I eventually pass on, I have finished my duties, they will select a new champion.
How long do folks like you live?
Raven
That's a
folk
bit of a
or
personal question.
celebrants?
But both.
Raven folk generally live around 40 to 50 years.
Okay.
I am in my 2nd century.
Oh, okay.
So what you're saying
Perks
is
of the job.
you could drop
Get
dead any second.
Absolutely any second.
Any of us could drop dead any second.
The only one who
Honestly.
knows is my God.
I mean, you do kind of have a direct line to the whole death thing, don't you?
Yeah,
That's
but
cool.
they're not very forthcoming about things like that.
Oh.
Gods don't seem to be forthcoming about anything, if I'm honest.
They're
No.
well
Except
cryptic about
riddles.
everything.
God, they love a riddle.
Why can't they just say the thing we're asking for?
Oh, it's all a test, isn't it?
It's allegedly to stop them having to a hand on the rudder, as so to speak. Free choice and all that.
Ugh.
Yeah, it makes sense, but it's still annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
We're
why.
like a table of teenagers right now. We're like,
Yeah.
God,
Someone.
Well, then just tell us.
oh, God, you're not even my real God.
Should we find somewhere less conspicuous to teleport from?
Yeah, we
just do
probably
it here.
shouldn't do it here. Huh?
Yeah, don't do
I
it,
mean, you
don't
won't
do
be
it.
here to live with the consequences, so.
That's true, not our problem.
Ashley, just before we teleport, throw the goat into the middle of it.
They'll think we all turn
Yes,
into
do
one
that.
goat.
No, but
Because then
how
we
will I
never
get
have
my
to
goat
worry
back?
about the goat ever again.
I'll
Sounds
tie
like
a
a great
string
plan.
to the goat.
And
then
pull
the
it
string-
through a teleportation circle.
Yeah. Wait.
I am gonna stop you right there.
Let's not mess with the teleportation. I hate that stuff already.
I'm pretty sure I know what will be at the end of that string on the other side, but I'm not
What?
going to describe it. You see the stew you just sput up?
Goat stew?
Yeah, it'll look a bit like that.
Ew. Okay, yeah, I don't want that.
Anyway. But yes, I suppose we should find somewhere a little more out of the way and then get going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where? Toilet?
I was thinking
Everyone in the
else.
last cubicle.
So outside the
Oh,
building.
okay.
We'll
can
just,
find
we'll
an
all just
alleyway.
fit in the last cubicle. Come on.
Yeah,
all
I
of us.
just pictured us all squished into a cubicle and Eugene's like,
And getting out and going into the other. Excuse me.
Come on, let's go outside.
okay.
Let's go. Skia's like straightening all of her stuff out. She really hates this. She's got like a whole routine for teleporting now. Okay. I'm ready.
Do you want to hold my hand, Skia?
Yes.
Okay.
Calling
Tell me when it's over.
Okay.
kind of stretches and just kind of moves a little bit and kind of counts fingers and things before whilst Eugene is prepping the circle.
It's okay, Skia, you'll be alright. It's gonna be like 2 seconds and then psh,
It'll be fine. It hardly
it's
ever
just-
happens that someone loses a limb.
Rock, shut the fuck up. We're just going
Not
to the
so big
boat.
rock.
We're just going to the boat. We're not going anywhere that's got any big guards or any nasty fucking bullshit.
And we're
Okay.
going to a teleportation circle, so it's
Yeah.
very safe.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
it'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I will still open my eyes when we're there.
That's fine. You just keep them shut. Do you want me to make peaceful noises?
Yeah, the whale song one.
Do we need to let anybody know that we're arriving?
Never heard
or
of
is-
whale.
No, it's more
okay.
fun when we just.
I don't know,
appear.
but somebody needs to put that whale out of its misery.
I'm trying to concentrate on the spell. Please, can we just maybe dial down the whale noises just like a
I got it. Ashley.
couple of
that's fine.
decibels?
Let Eugene concentrate, please. Let him concentrate.
Yeah, do a forest one.
Rock, that's a little racist.
Oh yeah, Rock, you can't be doing those noises. Fucking hell.
What, is my accent bad? I'm sorry.
Eugene eventually has enough quiet to concentrate and drawing out.
This is
their
the
magic
equivalent
circle.
of trying to get 3 toddlers into a minivan.
Yeah,
We're all full of
Has
Haribo.
everyone had a wee?
Yeah, but I might need to go again.
Yeah, Eugene just teleports himself and leaves.
Next episode, we're going to be separated.
Eugene's
Quest
just
to
having a
find-
nice time on the ship in the time that it takes them to get there.
I kind of love the
Reading some
idea
books,
that
having some peace and quiet.
Eugene disappears and there's just like a note that floats down that just says, "Make your own way to the ship."
See you there, suckers.
Cool. There is the familiar purple glow. In fact, I'm going to pass it over to Theo to describe the teleportation circle, because we haven't seen it for a while.
I can't remember what I said last time, so this might be different.
That's fair. Maybe you're experimenting.
Fact checkers, fuck off.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
No, don't ask.
So he draws out the magic circle, and there is the familiar sort of purple lilac-y glow as he starts the incantation, and we all stand around the edge of the circle, and the light from the magic circle and the runes below us sort of starts to glow, and then almost like not a physical wall, but like a wall of this magical energy surrounds us all, and then a door opens in the middle of the circle, and we go through it and are on the ship.
So, I'm helping
You-
Skia through because I'm assuming she's still got her eyes shut. Yeah.
Yeah.
You arrive on the deck of
And everyth's on fire.
the deck
Keep
of
your eyes shut, Skia. It's fine.
the Dragon.
Back through the door, back through the door.
Just a little longer, you just keep them closed.
Everyone, there's a couple of people who turn around. I think you, upon arriving, you see Fable kind of darts, like squawks in their normal kobold way, and just behind them, Akiza kind of reaches for a cutlass. and then kind of relaxes immediately as soon as she sees it is you. From behind you here, oh good, you can explain to me why the Empire is firing on us. As there's an explosion behind you.
Oh!
And that's where we're going to end the episode for our friends.
Oh boy.
For fuck's sake!
Oh,
Go
God.
to the ship, they said.
Great.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll be safer.
Oops!
Before we go, our eyes dart across the Free Nations, settling to the far end of the island of Cloud's Kern, where 4 figures stand outside a strange-looking barn. A human with 1 arm, good armour, familiar to us, Mardik Smythe, a friend of Parshkikk's Chosen from the very early days. With him, Lotus the Quick, her wild halfling hair in bunches of curls around her. A half-elf cleric, Meryl Dwindorf, and a half-orc wizard, Brack, stand in quiet contemplation. It's definitely him, says Lotus. It's definitely him, but it ain't him at the same time. How did he even get here? There's residue of some kind of magic, but it's far beyond my ability. Well, what do we do with him? Says Mardik. I suggest maybe we get him healthy and then take him to see Rebecca or someone like that. They'll know what to do with him. Mardik takes a big sigh and steps forward. All right, I'll tell him that we're going to stay with him for a couple of days, and then we're going to take him to some people who can help him. But keep your wits about you. He opens the door. Hi, friend. We've talked about it, and we think the best thing to do is to come with us, but you are too weak to travel right now. Where would we go? Says a voice. Oh, back to a city where people might know what happened to you. Would they be able to help me remember? I'm not sure, but we can see. As he leans forward, a slight, muscled, dark-skinned Ganassi with fiery hair leans forward. All right, I'll come with you. I think it's safer that way. And that's where we're going to leave today's episode.
I'm not okay with any of that. Fuck!
It's alright, we'll just kill him again.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, shit!
We're going to end slightly early today, just because I don't want to drag it out unnecessarily, and that seems.
No,
like
that was
very-
a suitably dramatic and horrifying
Yeah.
way to leave it, so don't worry about it.
It has been amazing to be back. It's lovely to be back with you wonderful people, both
Yay,
in the
we
chat
missed
and
you.
around here. You're all
I missed
amazing.
all of you guys.
Yes, thank you so much for bearing with us whilst we were doing the ill and the busy and the crazy. We do appreciate it. So, more mysteries abound, more things unraveling, and it looks like the Empire is directly firing on our friendships. What the hell's going on?
Super fun and cool and great and fun.
Yeah, so great.
We will be back next week with some answers. In the meantime, my friends are going to tell you where you can find them, and if they have stuff coming up, what you can do to support them. And I think we're going to go in the opposite order we started. So,
Oh my goodness.
Owain, you are first, my love.
Sure. Hi, everybody. You can find me pretty much everywhere on the internet now under Created by Wayne, which is my business where I teach people how to use Canva and how to improve their design, particularly for small business and creators. So please do visit me there. I've got a course that'll be launching soon. I've got free templates that you can download, all sorts of stuff. And I do my weekly-ish YouTube videos and tutorials as well. So you can find me at createdbywayne.com or Created by Wayne on YouTube or Created by Wayne on the Instagram, which is pretty much the only social platform that I really do anything on. Yeah, that's it, Kate. Love it. Bye.
Wonderful. Bouncing across Theo.
That's me. You can find my illustration and stuff on my website, which is theoblueillustration.com. That's, yeah. There's links on there to other places you can find me if you wanna.
Sickening.
Oh, wonderful. Charlie.
Yeah. CharlieVince.com is where all my publishing, portfolio, and cute shop live. There's a link to my Instagram on there as well, which, just like Wayne, that's kind of the only social media I fuck with at the moment. There's also on Instagram charlie.veee, Charlie V, which is my spooky page for slightly spookier illustration that isn't really kids publishing stuff.
It's great. It's really great stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, so keep an eye on that because I'm going to be launching a print shop very soon for all of that stuff.
Wonderful.
So keep an eye.
That's
and
exciting.
of course, as is tradition, hi mum, love you mum.
Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie. Wonderful. Beautiful, beautiful chorus. And thank you so much for being with us, Charlie's mum. We know that you stay up to stay with us.
And Charlie's sibling was briefly here.
I know.
Sibling was
was
here.
here. That was awesome.
George
I
probably.
know.
That's some wonderful appearances as well. Thank you to Justin from No Fame Pod for popping past as well. Thank you, really do appreciate it. And
Bunch
course,
of babes here today.
all our
Yeah.
wonderful regular folks who we love to see. All of you, you're amazing, and it is really, really lovely to have you hanging out with us. Michelle.
Yes. Hi, I'm Michelle. You can find me at Feline Trickster on social media, but I've not posted there in a long time because fuck social media. I don't want to use it anymore. But you can find me in the Discord, which is where if I do arty things, I like to share it there with a smaller group of people, which is nice. But yeah, thanks for watching.
That would be wonderful. Thank you, my dear. That leaves me. You can find me at Chris Mepham Art, wherever your media is socialed. However, you're probably better off just going to the link tree that Wayne popped in there because I keep everything there. I have commissions open. I'm working on a couple of character packs, and I am available for design needs if you know somebody who needs some light graphic design done, preferably for social media or for internal use. I am a master whiz with brand kits. I can set things up. I can design some really nice, simple, clean designs for you. Personal stuff. I have a project that I know everybody around me is quite excited by. I'm certainly excited by. Let's just say that Charlie's inspired me with the new art to maybe refresh some other art that we use on a regular basis.
Oh! Yeah, I remember now.
So keep an eye out because something is plugging along quite nicely, and I'm hoping for the new year we will have a new title sequence. But in the meantime, we will be back next week. It's very rough out there at the moment, so more than ever, make sure that you are taking care of yourselves and each other. Know that you are loved and you are safe and you are valid. And you
Check
are
on your
always...
pals. Check on yourself. Hydrate. You're gonna be okay.
Give yourself space, breathe, and then we're going to get back on top of things. We love you all to pieces.
Mwah.
We are so excited to be back, and we will see you next week.
Love you,
Take care of each other, roll dice, tell stories. Love you! Bye!